Hello, it's Wednesday. It's a new vlog. I haven't vlogged yet this week. I just couldn't be bothered. And I forgot yesterday.
We don't have much time together, so we've been spending it together.
Monday I didn't have the spoons, and then yesterday I forgot, and then we were in bed and I was like, oh no. Oh, you actually mentioned about it and I was like, too late now. Too sleepy.
We have been watching Firefly.
We have got 2 episodes left of Firefly. So even if when I pull from the 12 books, if I pull Firefly, Gem's pick, I'm okay to keep it because I'm back here in 2 weeks for a weekend, so we can watch the last 2 episodes and then Serenity.
It's fine because now that you've watched it, it's not coming out until December.
Yeah, it will definitely not come out of that mug until December now. Sorry, Gem. That's how it's going down apparently. But yeah, so Monday I started Count Your Lucky Stars. I'm not gonna put the picture here because my next clip when I get home, I'm gonna talk spoilers about it. It was a 4-star, but I have something to rage about, which is spoilery, so I'll talk about that later.
And I haven't finished it yet.
She hasn't finished it, so I can't do it now. Plus, I accidentally packed the book away in my suitcase, and I'm not digging that back out. But yeah, that was a 4-star, and then I read The Citrine Key by Ella McRae, which is going to be over her face. I'm sorry. And that was a 4-star. That was a very high 4-star. It's something that I think you learn about it in The Shadowgate, which is book 2, but you just get the basics. This goes into the actual journey. It is only like 115 pages, I think. But because I am one of Lauren's patrons, Lauren actually recorded herself reading it. So I actually got to listen along with the ebook, which is the only way to listen to it on audio, which is very cool. So yeah, I'm very grateful that Lauren did that because that was fun. So yeah, that is my update. It has meant that I really just want the 3rd book in the Dragon Spirit series.
Do we know when that's coming out?
Nope. Lauren?
The last one came out last year, didn't it?
Yes, I read it in, I think it was May or June. No, it was before May. It was at least beginning of May because I remember, I don't know why I remember this. I remember me and Lisa waiting at the bus stop to go to MCM, for the blogger brunch in May. And that was the last Sunday of May. And I remember us at the bus stop talking about it, saying about how much I loved it because she was worried about the bad review or the not as good review she'd seen. So I remember I read it in May, before the end of May.
And this is why you should always think about reviews being subjective and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because
I 5-starred that.
And as we have been able to tell by a few of our friends' vlogs, as of late, this one and a certain Gem, some people really don't enjoy the books that other people love, and that is absolutely fine.
Yes. Do me and Gem feel really bad that we hate one of Meg's favourite series? Yes. But
you also both... Well, you DNF'd one of my favourites and Gem really didn't like it either.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Because it's not for everyone.
Didn't Gem also DNF it?
No, she didn't want it to be a double DNF because she DNF'd Last Magician. I was talking about Stranger Dreamer.
Oh, I was talking about Last Magician.
No.
Yeah. I DNF Last Magician and I DNF Stranger Dreamer. To be fair, I tried Stranger Dreamer before I met you, so I think. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah. The books I bought, I'm going to have to film a quick clip to add to my haul because they won't fit on my suitcase. I thought they would, but they won't. I don't know why they won't, because I'm taking back less things than I came with. But for some reason, they're not fitting in there.
Yeah, but it was a struggle to pack your bag last time, hon.
It was a struggle to pack that, and there was less things in there. I don't understand. But oh well, I'm back here in 2 weeks, and I don't need to bring basically any clothes because I keep clothes here.
And also, if you didn't want to hold them down south,
Yeah.
I'm down at the end of next month.
Yeah. But I want to take them back next month so I can put them away somewhere. I don't know where. Anyway, I need to do that as well, don't I? That's another one. Thank you. So yeah, that is my update. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Yeah, I don't want to go, but we've got to leave in like what, half hour-ish?
Yeah.
I'll leave about half an hour because my train is at 12:30. You dropped that.
I did. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I need to remember to put my iPad in my bag because that is still on charge. But anyway, I will catch up with you when I get home where I'll talk about Count Your Lucky Stars. Hello. It is so much later. I am home. I have had dinner. I've had a catch up with my parents. I've started unpacking, but I do not have the spoons. I did watch the first 3 episodes of Bad Batch season 3 because they were available on Disney Plus. And I have been waiting so long. Like, I can't even remember when season 2 finished, but April last year, April 2023, at Star Wars Celebration, we got the first teaser for season 3 of Bad Batch. And I've been waiting this long. So I was excited. So I did say I would give you a little insight into my thoughts on this. So non-spoilery, I mostly enjoyed this. Her friends are rubbish. Margot's friends are rubbish. Brendan, who is the main character in the second book, I did not like at all. At all. He was so different in this book. And I felt really bad for Margot being surrounded by inconsiderate friends. I'm not a huge fan of second chance romances in most cases. I did enjoy the reason this was a second chance romance. It is very much miscommunication, but it's miscommunication when they were teenagers. So I feel like they get a free pass on that. And I really enjoyed seeing their relationship. Now, the spoilery territory is going to be where I wanted to rage. So if you haven't read this book and you don't want spoilers, then don't listen until my hand goes down because spoiler time. So I raged because if you read this, you will know Olivia's dad, previous to the events of this book, had a heart attack. He's alive. He is a lot better. He is able to, like, you know, be on his own, which is great. And I relate to that because, you know, even though my dad's not on his own because me and my mum live with him, he had a heart attack like almost 3 years ago and he's good. He's great. The trauma's still there for me. Probably for him too. I constantly worry about him. And I feel like Olivia is very, very valid in her worry for her dad, especially since as her dad has kept things from her before. Her dad literally he drove himself to the hospital when he was having his heart attack, and he only agreed for the nurse to ring her when he was told he was going to be kept in the hospital. Like, so he has kept things from her before. So I can understand why she is so traumatized by this and why she reacts the way she does where her dad's concerned. She is very valid in this. Now, my rage was her and Margot were getting down. And Olivia finds out that her dad has put the house up for sale. Now, he's not mentioned anything to her about this. And she tries to call him and he doesn't answer. And she panics and she's like, I need to go to him. I need to drive there now. It's a 45-minute drive. She's like, I need to go there now. And Margot tries to stop her. She literally invalidates her feelings by gaslighting her. I feel like that is the right term. She fully tries to act like, oh no, you're valid in your feelings, but you're overreacting. She literally tells Olivia she's overreacting. And after that, I genuinely didn't care about this romance, because if you cannot be supportive of your partner when they are freaking out for a valid reason, just be supportive. Like, just because you personally don't think she should be driving all the way does not mean you tell her she's overreacting. I would lose it. Yeah. I also really didn't like how convenient it was that, oh, she dropped her phone in the toilet and then her car wouldn't start, but oh, her ex-husband's truck was there, unlocked with the keys in there. No, that is far too convenient. I'm sorry, no. That probably would not have bothered me if I hadn't been raging about Margot being a person I don't like. So yeah, spoilers over. I really wasn't here for the end of the romance. I was here for the romance, like, until about this point. That's actually very much the point as well. I've gone straight to the page. So yeah, really annoyed with that. Very glad I didn't spend out on the Afterlight editions, because I was going to, because I love Written in the Stars and I love Hang the Moon. And annoyingly, Written in the Stars is my favourite one, and it's the only one I don't own physically. So I'm gonna need to sort that out. But yeah, I probably will never read this one again because it will make me rage again, but I need to have the complete series, so yeah. But that annoyed me. I think I told you what that was for. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so this was series book added to your TBR in 2022. And then this morning I told you about reading The Citrine Key, which was catch up on an ongoing series, which that one got me a bingo. Woo! And then on the train home today, I read the entirety of Terms and Conditions. Like, I started reading this when I got in on the train at Ashes and listened to it almost the entire way. I literally had like a couple of minutes here and there where I stopped because I was listening for announcements because there was some delays on the train. And then I listened to it on the tube, and then it finished as I was walking into my road. It was perfect. This was a 4-star and a very high 4-star. So this was a very low 4-star. This was almost a 3. I kind of want to redo my core pile now that I've had a chance to really sit on the rage, because I feel like this is more a 3, but here we are. This was a high 4. This was almost a 5. I have been putting this off. I read the fine print the beginning of last year. I think it was like this time last year, roundabout. And I really enjoyed it. But the male love interest in it did annoy me a little bit. And I was really sceptical about picking this up because quite a few people told me they don't think I would like this as much as the fine print. And I've been putting it off because of that reason. I'm very happy to tell those people they were wrong. And in fact, I liked this more than I liked the fine print. I had so much fun with this. And I very much feel like there's not really miscommunication here, because usually in these sorts of things there is. But yes, he was a bit like blunt with her. This is a marriage of convenience. Like, and I'm going to read you the blurb because it won't spoil the first book. I'm destined to become the next CEO of my family's media empire. The only problem, my grandfather's inheritance clause. Fulfilling his dying wish of getting married and having an heir seemed impossible until my assistant volunteered for the job. He is very much straight up with her in the beginning when she decides to be the person he's going to marry for this inheritance. He's literally in it he's literally only getting married to some random person who ends up being her because he wants that inheritance. He's very honest with her. Do they then catch feelings? Yeah, of course they do, but that's not the point. He's very honest with her, and I really appreciate that. I will say the thing that causes the conflict, I wanted to slap him. But at the same time, this boy needs therapy. This is a tortured soul. He needs therapy. And honestly, it's not the worst thing he could have done. Like, if you've read it, you'll understand. But I very much think his apology was perfect. There was one thing in particular he does that I instantly was like, I've forgiven him for her just for this one thing. It was great. But I really enjoyed this. And am I really scared to read the final offer? Yeah. But this brother is my favourite so far. We'll see if it stays that way when I read book 3. But this was for series book You Have Been Gifted. This one I was actually gifted by the publisher, and I kind of feel bad for not reading it yet, but at the same time, they sent me this and I didn't realise this was an unsolicited. I didn't even ask for this. But when the publisher sent it to me, I didn't realise until I was filming a vlog clip that this is book 2. So like I was fully like, no, I'm not reading book 2 until I've read book 1, obviously. And I was being really petty and I was like, I'm not going to buy book 1. And I didn't. It was eventually gifted to me. But I finally read it and I loved it. But it was gifted to me. This one did not get me a bingo, but that's fine. That's fine. And then I got home to some parcels. I can't show you all of them. Because one of them is a book that will be in my haul video. And one of them's just a top. One of them is, where have I put them? One of them was my Marvel-a-thon bookmarks. So I had to get both, even though I am team villains, because they're the best team. I had to get both. Last year I got the OG and a new gen. So this year I was obviously getting this. But yeah, these are so cute. Lisa sent mine and my mum's, and they arrived while I was at Ash's, so I got my mum to open them. Also, if the editing is really like choppy here, it's because I am coming down with something. And I've been coughing. I've got a chesty cough and it's not fun. But yeah, lots of water drinking. But then I also came home to another parcel, which I can show you. So my friend Alice, I will put her channel below, was getting rid of some book box stuff. And it's stuff since I stopped getting like Fairy Loot. And there's, I think there's one Owl Crate thing, maybe 2. No, I think there's one Owl Crate. The rest is all Fairy Loot, but it's since I stopped getting Fairy Loot. So I really like getting the mugs. So she was getting rid of some stuff and she asked me if I wanted some. So I obviously gave her money for it. But she sent it to me. So first up, we have the From Blood and Ash one. I love this. I love it. Then we have the Celestial Kingdoms one, which again, love it. Then we have, now I don't usually go for these like glass tumblers with the like weird glass straws, and I don't know if I'll like that straw, so I might switch out the straw. But it's the Belladonna glass tumbler from Fairy Loot. And then in the same vein, and I will say, like, I don't usually go for these glass tumblers, but I do like an iced coffee, and they're perfect in these tumblers. And the other one is Bookshop Brews Shadow Hunter. Yeah, so you can't really see it. It's like Carstairs and Herondale book merchants. And again, it's just got the glass straw. Again, probably will not keep the straws because I'm not a huge fan, but I will try them and we'll see. And then she was also getting rid of the fake books. So there's volume 1. They're still in the boxes. I haven't taken them out of the boxes yet. volume 2 and then volume 3, and she said that I can have the other ones when they send those as well. I think there's only going to be 4 volumes, so it'll just be one. Oh my god, I need to stop talking because this cough is really getting to me. But yeah, that is my updates. Reading wise, for this month, I still need to read A Touch of Darkness, which I think I'm going to start tomorrow because it's actually on the Audible Plus catalogue, which I did not know about. So A Touch of Darkness. I've got Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute and Mina and the Undead, which are both physical only, so I don't know how they're going to go. Then we have Tower of Dawn, which I'm going to be tabbing, but I also have the audiobook. Empire of the Vampire, which I have the audiobook. And then Skyward Volume 1 and Backstages Volume 3, which are both graphic novels, so they are going to be easy. So I think it's doable because it's only the 21st. There's still like 8 days of the month. I think I can do this. I am confident. I'm confident in myself that I can do this, but we shall see. We shall see. But I'm going to stop talking, and because this is a really long update, so I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow or Friday, depending on how I feel. Hello, it is Thursday. As you can hear, my sore throat got worse. So I actually, I woke up this morning because Thursday is an in-office day. I woke up this morning, I sounded like this. I actually sounded worse than this, and I thought, oh, maybe once I've had a drink, it will be better. And it was a little bit better and got to this. But I was coughing and I felt achy. So I dropped a message to my manager and just said, I am coughing, I feel achy. I don't want to be like giving this to anyone in the office. I'm going to work from home today. Turns out he's also working from home because he's got the same thing, which is hilarious because we've not been in the same office for 2 weeks. So yeah, I worked from home, but I did get an extra hour, like not sleep, but you know, when you're just laying in bed, just like not doing anything. So I did that for an extra hour because I didn't need to get up as early. And then I had breakfast and just worked from home. It did mean I got to listen to an audiobook. I listened to the entirety of A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair. I have been very on the fence about this. So I got this. I was gifted this back in, I want to say 2021, maybe 2020. What year did it come out? Come out in 2019, so it could either be 2020 or 2021. But anyway, so I got gifted this because everyone was raving about it. But since then, I've seen quite a few people give it not so great reviews, and I have been a little bit worried. So I was like, do I want to read it still? And it's been on my shelf for a while, and every time I've done it on haul, I've looked at it and like, no, I want to give it a go. So I used Sarah's TBR-a-thon to give me this, and it was the perfect prompt because it was series you've been putting off. And I was worried because I've just recently read A Hades and Persephone, which was Neon Gods. So I was a bit, what am I going to... So this one is actually mythological Hades and Persephone with the powers and everything. It's not a contemporary setting, like mafia style, like Neon Gods is. I'm happy to report this was a 5-star. I am so happy. I really enjoyed this, and I've instantly added book 2 to my wish list because I'm gonna need to continue this series. I think this was a really well written Hades and Persephone, and I absolutely loved seeing their relationship grow, pun intended, if you know why that's a pun. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. And then that means I am a bit ahead of my schedule because I actually have a plan on what I want to read this week. So my plan was to read all of this today, but I thought I'd only get to read it on the way to work, my lunch, the way home from work, and then at home. And that would be all I would get to today. But no, this was like, I finished this just after lunch. And then I moved on to my reread of Empire of the Vampire. This, I wasn't planning on starting till tomorrow, but I was like, do you know what? Screw it. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I started this, and then I had a bit of a break to have dinner, and I watched an episode of Supernatural with my mum. We are almost at the end of season 10. We're doing well, considering we don't watch it often. And then after that, I put this back on, and I've been listening to it all evening, and I've only got this much left, so I'm just over halfway. I forgot how much I loved this. Like, I knew I loved it, but like, you know, when you actually get around to rereading a book and you're like, yeah, this is why I love it, it's making me even more excited and scared for Empire of the Damned. But I am very excited, and I actually got my shipping, like my tracking notification for my Goldsboro Empire of the Damned, which annoyingly I think might be the only one that will come before release date, which means, of course, that's the one I'm going to have to read, and I don't want to read my Goldsboro editions. We'll see. Maybe my Waterstones one will come in time. I doubt it. But yeah, so very happy with that. So my plan for tomorrow now is finish this, which I think I've got like just under 4 hours left of the audiobook. So easy, I can do it during the day. And then in the evening, I think I'll like bring it down a little bit, and I want to read these 2 graphic novels. And then Saturday I want to start Mina and the Undead, because that is my only physical only read. And I am worried, not about the book. I know I'm going to enjoy the book. I'm worried because it's a physical only, and I struggle with those. So I think I'm going to set out a certain amount to read each day. But instead of doing 50, I might do like 75 or 100, because I'm on limited time for the end of the month now. But yeah, I'm very happy that I'm ahead of my little schedule. And today I've read like 751 pages, which is ridiculous, but great. So yeah, I am very excited, because I can't remember if I said this got me a bingo, that's the word, and this will get me a bingo once I've read this. So yay, I'm getting there. Starting to stress because it is getting to nearly the end of the month, but it's fine. And I have even less time, because Wednesday and Thursday I'm busy in the evenings. So really I only have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to read a lot. Anyway, that's fine. It's fine. I will catch up with you tomorrow, where hopefully I sound a little bit better. I hope so. Hello, it is Friday. I am starting to feel a bit ill now. That is thunder. So I'm starting to feel a bit ill now, but I managed to get through the work day. I finished Empire of the Vampire. It was once again a 5-star. I love this book, even if it breaks me. There is one chapter in particular which really makes me cry. Luckily, I was on my lunch break when I read that. But this was for reread a book to continue the series. Obviously, I've reread this because the second book comes out next week. This got me a bingo along the bottom line. Yes. So that's done. And then I also read 2 graphic novels. So I read The Backstages Volume 3. This was a 5-star. This was more like a collection of short stories. There was a couple of like Valentine's Day ones, a couple of Halloweeny ones, and it was just a good time. This one was number generator for your next pick. I didn't like screen record it. I just did a number generator of one number, and it was this. So yeah, And then that did not get me a bingo. However, I then read Skyward Volume 1, which I have had for the longest time and haven't read, and I'm annoyed that I haven't read it because this was great. This was a 4-star, but I really enjoyed this. Like, I really enjoyed this. I am really glad I got all 3 because I definitely want to continue this one. But this was series book by a new to you author, which I've never read anything by Joe Henderson or any of these before, I don't think. So this actually got me 2. It's actually got me 2 bingos because it's on the second from bottom line and then also the smack bang vertical line. So another 2. I only have to read 3 books now to have completed every single thing on this bingo board. There is 25 prompts. How have I done this? I don't know, but I have an updated plan. So tomorrow I'm going to start Mina and the Undead and I'm going to start Tower of Dawn. I'm aiming to read about 100 pages of Mina and as much of Tower of Dawn as I can. Sunday, I want to read another 100 pages of Mina and finish Tower of Dawn. And then Monday, I want to finish Mina. And then Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. And that's the 3 books I've got. And then I'm done for the month. I can have a couple of days off before March because I'm going to be hopefully reading a lot in March. But yeah, I thought I would just give you an update now because we have ordered Chinese for dinner. Yeah, we've ordered Chinese for dinner. We're going to have Chinese and we're going to watch The Marvels because it's on Disney Plus now and my mum has not seen it yet. So I did go to the cinema to see it. But yeah, my mum has not seen it. So we're going to watch that. And I'm just going to chill because I don't feel great. So sofa evening. Hello, it is Saturday. You can tell my eyes have been watering. I'm at the stage of the cold where my eyes are just streaming. I'm constantly sneezing and my throat still hurts, which is just great. This is great. I'm trying not to rub my eye. I'm just trying to like dab the tears away. But I have some updates. So I've not been feeling great, but I did manage to film my TBR video for March plus my Illumicrate unboxing because that came today. And then I have read the first 102 pages of Mina and the Undead. I'm really enjoying this. I am really enjoying the like mystery solving aspect of this. It's very Scooby Gang Buffy. I'm liking that. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Finally reading it. And then I did start Tower of Dawn. I read the first like 81 pages. Not the best start, but I wasn't feeling great. Plus I did make dinner. I made toad in a hole. It didn't come out as good, and I think it's because I had no energy. So I didn't put as much effort into it, but it was still nice. Still good. So yeah, and then a birthday present from my parents came early. So Yumi at 6 are doing a goodbye top. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm really ill and sad. And there's never a good combination. So Yumi at 6 have done this as like a goodbye top. So on the front it's got the 6 in Roman numerals, and it's got Yumi at 6 when we're side by side but going 2 separate ways, which first off, not cool putting that lyric on there. And then on the back it's got the same lyric. And it's got all of their albums and the years they come out. So 2008, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2017, 2018, 2021 and 2023. I'm really sad. But yeah, so this is one of my birthday presents from my parents. They gave me the money to order it and it came today. My Goldsboro Empire of the Damned come today, which... I can't start reading it yet because it's not on my February TBR, and I will not manage to get it read before the end of the month. So it's officially on my March TBR. It's fine. But yeah, that is basically my updates for today. I'm not spending ages talking to you guys today because I'm exhausted where I'm so ill. So I'm going to just wrap this vlog up now. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.